हेलो दोस्तों, मैं हूँ श्लोक श्रीवास्तव। आप मुझे टेक बर्नर के नाम से जानते होंगे। मैंने और नील भोगिया, हु इज ऑल्सो द को फाउंडर ऑफ आईप्लिक्स मीडिया, हम दोनों ने मिलकर एक स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करा है, एक प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड बिजनेस कंटेंट क्रिएशन स्पेस में। और हम काफी ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हैं आपसे जितने भी चैलेंजेस थे, जितनी भी चीजें हमने फिगर आउट करी, वो सारी शेयर करने के।
There are some obvious stereotypes about successful founders. They are either tech geeks from their Tier 1 engineering colleges or they are ex consulting folks from Tier 1 B schools. But breaking that mold is a new type of founder who is a creator and a social influencer first. And one such founder is Shlok Srivastava, who runs the very popular YouTube channel Tech Burner and is also the co founder of Layers, which is a D2C brand in the mobile accessory space. In this candid conversation with your host Akshay Dutt, Shlok talks about his journey of becoming a creator straight out of college instead of taking up a job and how the creator economy works. Stay tuned and subscribe to the Founder Thesis podcast on any audio streaming platform to learn from founders following unconventional paths to success.
I'm born into a middle class family. I thought I was an introvert, but I just did not know how to speak. So when I learned how to speak, I realized I am not maybe an introvert. I just started looking at life through a different lens to some extent. I started questioning that after acting. मेरे ना दोस्त ने जबरदस्ती घुसा दिया मेरे को कि हाँ भाई एक्टिंग कर ले। आई डिड वेल एंड उसके बाद मैं लोगों से बात करने लगा, सारी चीजें करना। Then I realized maybe I am not an introvert. Maybe I just don't know how to speak. और जैसे जैसे मैंने चीजें सीखी तो it became a lot more easier. Then I started to question everything. Started to question कि maybe मेरे को लगता था मैं कभी वीडियो नहीं बना पाऊंगा. Maybe I can make videos, maybe start a business. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. And जो भी चीजें मेरे को लगती थी कि I had certain boxes that I was putting myself in. I broke all the boxes. I broke all of them. And step by step, we are here. We have a team of 70.
Tell me that journey, na? That journey is interesting. So your first experience, like Khun Laga types, was when you did a drama performance. So how did that lead to you starting a channel?
तो I was very much into mobile और इसके अंदर ना रूटिंग और ये सारी चीजें होती हैं। और इसके अंदर काफी सारी ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो लाइक ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर वाली चीजें होती है जो मेरे को आती थी क्योंकि आई वाज फ्रॉम अ वेरी टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड, आईटी बैकग्राउंड से था मैं। तो आई स्टार्टेड मेकिंग वेरी वेरी बैड वीडियोस। तो it was really bad, but it was helpful maybe to just 10-20 people.
And these videos were what? Like how to root your Android phone?
How to root, how to do install ROM, custom ROM, very niche, very technical. So it became more like cycle of fulfillment कि मैं बना रहा हूँ, लोगों की हेल्प हो रही है, मैं और बना रहा हूँ, लोगों की और हेल्प हो रही है। So it went from 50 to 60 to 70, 80, 90, 100. ऐसे ऐसे करके it kept on increasing. So it was more like a gradual process to 60 to 70, 80, 90, 100. And it took me like, I think 2 to 3 years to actually learn how to speak properly in front of camera. It was a very slow process जहाँ पे मैं चीजें बनाता गया. And all throughout college, I kept making it. But after college, I had a choice.
But by the time you were in fourth year, क्या था subscriber count?
10,000, 20,000 something, if I remember correctly. I don't know exact number,
But this is for that niche kind of content. Yeah. Did you also learn कि कैसा content चलेगा?
हाँ, this was for very niche type of content. वही बहुत technical, overly technical content. And I had a choice. College के end में, I take up a job. I run this channel and try to be independent and run a business or something. So at that time, it was a very hard choice क्योंकि सब बोल रहे थे कि यार YouTube और job दोनों चीजें साथ में करी जा सकती हैं. But I was like, no, there is no plan B. So I took the channel वाली approach और it made sense. It makes sense now, but didn't make sense then. It took a lot of time, but parents को convince करना पड़ा and all of that. But I think once you make a decision, then it is all, I think you put everything into it, it just works. So that's what I did. How it worked was, initially I was making videos in English, and because I was around people जो English में बात करते हैं, चेन्नई में everybody speaks more or less English. And I think creating content is less about understanding कि कौन सा कंटेंट काम करता है, एंड इट इज मोर अबाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ द ह्यूमन ब्रेन वर्क्स एंड हाउ ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी वर्क्स. हमको क्या चीजें ट्रिगर करती हैं कि लाइक हाउ हम एक पीस ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे यूज करते हैं, हम कैसे कंज्यूम करना चाह रहे हैं कंटेंट, और कंटेंट हमारे दिमाग के अंदर क्या क्या चेंजेस करता है. बट आई थिंक इट वाज डीपर, क्योंकि व्हेन यू आर क्रिएटिंग समथिंग न्यू, इफ यू look at the information that is around you and you create something, you cannot create something new by looking at everything that is around you or that is already happening and taking all that information and trying to create something out of it. I don't think you can create something new out that way. It's very difficult. A better way is to understand how a person connects with the product directly and try to re-engineer that in a way that is better. So that was the approach I took. I understood how a person is using his mobile. वो भी सेम तरीके से यूज करते हैं, जैसे मेरे पापा यूज कर रहे हैं, जैसे मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ. मेरे को भी कॉल चलाने होते हैं, मैसेज करना होता है, व्हाट्सएप पे रिप्लाई करना होता है, एंड इट इज अ वेरी इमोशनल कनेक्शन विद द स्मार्टफोन. इमोशनल पार्ट बन जाता है, मतलब उसका आपके इकोसिस्टम का टाइप. जैसे मेरी मम्मी है तो मेरी मम्मी अपनी नानी से कनेक्ट करती हैं, अलग अलग लोगों से कनेक्ट करती हैं, उनको कॉल करने में हेल्प करता है, वीडियो कॉल्स करती हैं, फोटोज भेजती हैं. देयर इज अ लॉट मोर इमोशन थ्रू दिस मोबाइल देन टेक पीपल रियलाइज्ड. कि टेक लोगों को लगता है कि हर चीज मेगाहर्ट्ज और स्पीड में और इसमें और उसमें, इन सब मेरे हिसाब से नहीं है. मेरे हिसाब से जो चीजें पर्सन कनेक्ट करने के लिए यूज करता है, आई थिंक वो बहुत डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम व्हाट ऑलरेडी वाज देयर. तो मैंने ये समझा कि टेक इज, हमको जरूरत नहीं है कि टेक समझाने की कैसे काम करता है. हमको बस ये, अगर हम अच्छे से बता दें कि ये पीस ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी आपकी लाइफ में कैसे एक इमोशनल वैल्यू ऐड कर पाई, वो हमने फिगर आउट करने की कोशिश करी. और वो हमको लगा कि ये ना कोई और कर नहीं रहा, क्योंकि हर बंदा मेगाहर्ट्ज और टेक्नोलॉजी और ये कैमरा से बता रहा है, which is like, हाँ.
Yes, like specifications, features.
हाँ.
Yeah.
तो हमको ये बेस्ट लगा कि सबसे आसान तरीका इसमें करने का होता है कि आप जोक मार दो, रिलेटेबल चीजें बोल दो कि हाँ भाई, इससे तो कैमरा आ गया, कैमरे से इससे टमाटर की फोटो लोगे अलग ही लाल दिखेगा, या फिर इससे आप सेल्फी ले लो तो आपके चीक्स पे तो भाई अलग ही लाली दिखेगी, ऐसा टाइप. तो वी रियलाइज्ड कि द टेक्नोलॉजी होल्ड्स अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशनल बॉन्ड. वी में ज्यादा बात ही नहीं है. ट्राई टू पोर्ट्रे दैट थ्रू आवर वीडियोस, और हम स्पेक्स के बारे में ज्यादा बात ही नहीं है. सो दैट इज one reason I believe why we are so big today, and I think that is something that differentiates us. और वो emotional bond को समझने के लिए I think I had to re-engineer how I am using my mobile and then try to do that for our videos. तो उसमें काफी सारे jokes आते हैं, switches आते हैं, scenario आते हैं, whatever.
How did you re-engineer how you are using your mobile? Like,
I was sharing experiences, emotional experiences, and not specifications. When I was telling people ki how actually a phone is. So I try to do that, or I try to figure out कि वो experiences क्यों share कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्योंकि उनसे क्यों फायदा हो रहा है. So I try to figure out कि like ठीक है, मेगाहर्ट्ज सारी चीजें बढ़िया, but essentially what they are trying to do is make your life easier. I try to understand how this piece of mobile is trying to make someone's life easier. That's how we grew, and that's, I think, understanding people is the biggest part of any business. Not understanding the product, but understanding how people will use that product. I think that's the biggest, what I have felt is the biggest.
do you do anything specific to make sure that you have your pulse on the consumer's hand so that you don't lose your empathy? Because your biggest insight was that you need to have that empathy for your viewer, and us empathy ke karan you are able to make videos that they relate to, and videos that go viral. So do you do something so that the empathy remains?
Currently, I'm not the only one doing it. तो अब ऐसा है कि अब तो टीम हो गई है, तो अब तो लाइक कॉन्स्टेंट टीम भी ये सारी चीजें करती रहती है. They try to understand कि ऑडियंस के दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है and all that.
And I'm sure your team, you would have selected your team to be representative of your audience. If your audience is, say, young people of a certain age group, in a way, your team itself is your primary consumer research panel.
Essentially, हमारी target audience, it becomes everybody. It is not just like tech वाले लोग. We would want it to be like मेरी मम्मी भी देख पा रही है, मेरे पापा भी देख पा रहे हैं, everybody can consume. So we would want that to be our team. But perfect teacher is someone जिसको knowledge सारी चीजों की है, but वो बताता उस same knowledge को बस कुछ शब्दों में बहुत ही simply बताता है. I think जो हमारी team है, हाँ, essentially we want technology to be fun and accessible and simple. But if we select हमारी team based on the target audience, तो it would not be a nice thing to do. क्योंकि I think Uber में जो बंदा develop कर रहा है वो he can't be a regular consumer. I think our team has to be very competent when it comes to technology, and also they would have to उनको सारी चीजें आनी चाहिए, but when they talk to the audience या फिर when they let's say write a verdict, they should be able to compile all that information into a few simple words जो audience को समझ पाए. So I think that is what a good teacher also is. कि वो सारी complex चीजों को लेके they try to make it very simple.
So how did you, when you passed out, you were a solo YouTuber. How did that become a team? What was the way in which you thought कि अच्छा मुझे like say ये बंदा चाहिए पहले, या मुझे ये बंदा भी चाहिए, मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे वेबसाइट भी चाहिए अलग से, I don't just want to be on YouTube. Like tell me that journey.
I was making I think 20,000-30,000 a month or something, and I realized कि तो
Which was the ad share, like the revenue share जो YouTube share करता है.
हाँ, that was 30,000 was YouTube. So I realized कि if we want to scale, so I would need someone who can edit videos, and वो time बचाएगा, and we would be able to create more. So first step was that कि I just hired an editor. I was paying him more than I was making.
Yeah. Okay.
So like 30,000, I was earning 30,000. I would pay him 20,000. So I would be left with 10,000. That was a weird thing. सबको लगता है कि आप पागल है बंदा. But I think that was a very good decision. But eventually things made sense. And step by step, we just hired as soon. मतलब जैसे जैसे the demand grew, and जैसे जैसे I felt कि हाँ ये सारी चीजें आप someone else can do. Just to maybe free up my time and for me to be able to do new things, I hired.
Just tell me the sequence in which you hired. Like first you had an editor, then.
So first I hired an editor. Second, I hired a person who managed communications and also a little bit of ideation. So in the starting, everybody used to do everything. Then I hired a person for communications, then another editor who could also shoot. So it was like 4 of us, and we all were able to do everything, but had a skill set in one specific thing. And from then on, we just hired a lot of people. We hired people in content and editing and shooting and HR. And then as we started different projects, we hired different.
So what were the projects you started to diversify away from only YouTube?
We understood, first of all, कि for the majority part of हमारा time is way better than, तो we focused 100% on one single thing. जब तक हम इस स्टेट पे नहीं पहुंच गए हाँ कि हमारा YouTube जो चैनल है वो it would be among let's say वो best, almost best कहला सकता है टेक स्पेस में, तब तक हमने इंस्टाग्राम पे भी कंटेंट डालना शुरू नहीं करना था. तो टीम उसी के हिसाब से एक्सपैंड करी थी कि लाइक हमको यूट्यूब पे टेक में एटलीस्ट वी नो कि हाँ वो नंबर 1 वाला स्पॉट रीच है, एंड आई कुड ऑटोमेट द ग्रोथ टू सम एक्सटेंट. एंड देन इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर और सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स के लिए हमने थोड़ा बिल्ड आउट करा, एंड फ्रॉम देयर वी क्रिएटेड टीम्स फॉर प्रोडक्ट businesses. Me and Neil started a product brand. We realized कि हाँ भैया product solid रहना चाहिए. We started a product brand. We started a few other things. जैसे हमने एक apps model start करा, फिर हमने website start करी थी, फिर we started creating other channels जिसमें मैं नहीं था, and we started creating content for let's say other people also, other businesses also. So currently, अगर if I'm being very honest, so काफी सारी चीजों का we have built out a very good foundation. And we spent the last, I would say, 3-4 years building the foundation for product businesses, for content businesses, for scaling content, not just in the tech space, outside of the tech space, and for creating even digital products and physical products, almost all of it. We set the foundation right. And I believe next 5 years, everything that we are doing will be disrupted. We will be disrupting every space that we enter.
Today, where do you stand? What is your total across all channels followership? What kind of revenue do you expect to close this year at?
I think you would be ending anywhere between 20 to 40 crores, something like that.
But the catch here might be, so if other entrepreneurs are listening to this, the profitability in a business like this is roughly between 75 to 80%.
Yeah, almost all of it is profit. everything is profit. I think it would be 90% because we barely, not exactly 90%, but like if we want to maximize profit, we could go to 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only salaries. There's no cost of product as such.
Yeah, there's cost of production and all of that, but we own everything. We own our own production. We own our own content. We own the pace. We own the equipment, all of it. We have reduced the cost a lot. But yeah, I think the profits would go into expansion.
And your social followership is how much? I can see about like, I think 10 million is on YouTube, more than 2 million on Insta.
Yeah, I think it would be around, I think 15 million or something, or all around all social media. So we have 3 channels on YouTube, one with around 10 million, one with 3 million, one with 5 lakh. And we have Instagram at 2 million something. We have Facebook at 1 million something. If only tech were, I would say around 15 million something. And if we combine all the other channels, I think that we have, I think it would be 17 million or something, maybe more, 17, 18.
And what is your revenue split? Like one part of revenue, of course, is like YouTube ad share, but you would also be now directly working with brands, and probably you would be earning from as a content agency, you're making content for others. So you would be getting something from that also. So what's the split?
We are reinvesting a lot, ऐसा टाइप. तो जो भी प्रॉफिट्स आता है वो हम reinvest बहुत करते हैं. जैसे layers में whatever we made, we reinvested into the brand and we reinvest that into other projects. So we're currently like scaling all that up. So abhi majority, I would say कि like it's revenue stack burners आते हैं. I think it would be around 60-40 something होगा. 40% is YouTube AdSense and 60% कुछ live stream, कोई collaborations और marketing. I would say कि 60-40 के around रहता होगा, if I'm like correctly assuming that. But कभी कभार हो सकता है जैसे किसी मंथ में कम ब्रांड्स भी रहते हैं, किसी मंथ में AdSense बहुत रहता है. तो it varies, मतलब YouTube पे it varies कि like 60-40 के around रहता है majority.
Is there some person or company that you want to be like that after 5 years you want to hit where they are, something like that, like where they are, or he is or she is or whatever, where it is like?
There's a lot of things I would love to take from सारी companies. जैसे I really like Baba Ramdev, how he has done influencer marketing. I think he is the best example of influencer marketing we have ever seen. There is like the way he comes on TV and gives out his products, and as a business, what he has done is extraordinary. How he has used his leverage to sell products and create a brand is, I would say, I have not seen a better example. He's definitely one person that I would love to take things from. But of course, there's a lot of other brands. I really love how Marvel has done content. They have been able to create characters and they have been able to kill characters on demand. So Marvel was created by Iron Man. Like essentially Marvel, the whole universe started with Iron Man, but now there is no Iron Man. Iron Man is dead. But the whole ecosystem is way bigger, and they have been creating characters and creating movies on demand, and how they have created this whole multiverse is very extraordinary. So a lot of companies that I take inspiration from would be Disney, Marvel, a lot of social media influencers who have built their own brands and built it into content industry. A lot of people don't know 5 Minute Craft. The founder is Indian. They have a lot of channels. I think they have distribution of over, I would say it's in the hundreds of millions of subscribers. So that guy I really like. I like Logan Paul, KSI, how they do marketing. In India, Bhuvan Bam has done a lot of amazing things when it comes to the production space and scaling of content. But yeah, I try to take inspiration from everybody. But if I try to be like somebody, I would end up failing, because this is a new business. If I try to replicate someone, it is bound to fail. So yeah, and we would stay like steps behind. So that's that. And we realized how hard it is to create a product, how hard it is to actually run a business. And जो चीज हमको लगा था we would be able to do it in 6 months, took us 3 years to do the same thing. And
wow, what is that thing? What did you like? What was the product you wanted to do, which took 3 years?
We created this company called Layers. We are essentially manufacturing these skins for all smartphones and laptops. 1st November, Layers.shop, launching soon, next launch. But yeah, we thought it would be simple, but it was not. It took a lot of time. We had to set up a factory, to set up operations, to set up marketing, to set up all the people who design, and from the performance marketing to, because we are doing end to end everything. We have our own factory, we have our own machines. Even importing the machines was was a pain. I would say it was to some extent painful, emotionally painful. But like at the end of the day, we were clear why we are doing it. So we just had to do it. And when we launched, we became the number one skin brand in India on the first day.
Why didn't you just do collaborations? For example, like a lot of YouTubers do, like you could collaborate with Noise for a co-branded smartwatch, or you could collaborate with Boat for a co-branded speaker. Like, why go through the effort of actually building a factory, building the product in-house, and putting in all of that investment of money, of bandwidth, your personal bandwidth, and so on?
Because we are not in this to take part. We have not started this brand to just make a few bucks. We are here to take over, and we are here to dominate. And the only way to dominate is when we own what we are doing. And that's what I truly, truly believe. And the problem was we could have collaborated, and we might do that in the future. But for us to be able to do that on scale for 100 products, I think we had to understand how the product works, how the product business works, how the manufacturing works, how the operations work, how the marketing works, how everything works. Only then it makes sense to collaborate. Because I think once you've tasted how everything is, then it's way easier to collaborate. And now if we have the leverage now, we have sold products, we have done things that have made sense. And also the product that we were building, nobody is doing that in India. And to collaborate, agar collaborate hum karte na, to we would collaborate and create a rebranded version of an old product. Or like, we won't be able to create something new. I don't know the last time two brands collaborated and they created something that was completely new. It was usually just a rebrand. To create a product that is completely new, it requires a lot of hard work, or it requires a lot of research, and we were ready to put that hard work in. क्योंकि हमको ऐसा लगता है कि if we are able to crack that, so like we wanted the scar tissue. We wanted to know how to create a product, and I think हमको यार product space में we can kill. And social commerce एक ऐसा चीज है कि like if we combine content and product and we know both of them very deeply, so we become hard to kill.
Okay. So tell me about what is a skin for a phone, and how is it different from what is currently there, like the covers and the cases?
Essentially, this is like a material which you can stick on the back of your phone, and it has a lot of textures, it has a lot of design, and it does not make your phone bulky. तो हमने brand इसे start करा था क्योंकि I have a very creative journey, और ऐसा है कि मैंने काफी सारे ऐसे decisions लिए हैं जो were like did not make a lot of sense, और ऐसे कि India is very caught up when it comes to ऐसे IT jobs, or so we wanted to inspire some sort of creativity in people, not just through words. हर creative person अपने आप को अलग तरीके से express करता है. कोई बंदा डांस करके, कोई गा के, कोई अलग अलग चीजों से. So we wanted people to be inspired to be creative and create things just for the sake of creation. कि like लोग बस create कर पाए and they don't have to worry about survival. So that's what the whole goal was. This essentially is just like a symbol. It is just something that motivates you towards that journey. And it looks really nice, and it is the best skins in the world because we have textures and our own designs and all of that. It's very hard for a new brand to compete with us.
It's a new category.
It's a new category, and for a new brand to compete with us, we have a leverage. We have distribution of over 40-50 million people a month who we can show the skin to. And if a new brand has to buy that, they would have to pay crores and crores of rupees. And so we have the distribution, plus our product is better than what is currently there in the market. So a new brand who has to start will have to invest in factories and try to figure out all the research and how we created this product.
Is it easy for a customer to apply this on their own? Is it a DIY?
Yeah. Now you can apply it on your own. If you mess it up, you can just remove it and apply it again. So that is not that much of a problem.
But this will protect from scratches only, right? It will not protect from phone falling.
100%. It does protect your phone from scratches, but essentially a phone ऐसे है कि phone वैसे भी damage कम ही होता है. And we felt कि हर चीज does not need function. कुछ चीजें are there. हम कपड़े भी like काफी, if you have ever noticed how people buy clothes, तो 70% of it is just हाँ ये बढ़िया दिख रहा है, मस्त लग रहा है, and 30% is कि like हाँ यार कपड़ा कैसा है और क्या it is if it's functional or not. I think that is the same for our product. It's an accessory. It is a fashion product. It is an emotional product. It is something that connects with people, and it does solve a purpose, but like we have it more to inspire people rather than for it to become like a feature set.
So do you see a similar journey on the product side like TechBurner? So like TechBurner, where you started with very niche videos, and to me, this also seems like a niche product, not exactly a mass market product. So are you looking at like launching more stuff which is more mass market also?
100%. 100%, but it's a step-by-step journey. So like, I think like first we have to own a niche, then we can move to the next one. So if we can own a niche and create a brand, then we would go into like places where there is no brand. Currently we see 2-3 spaces, screen guard का कोई brand नहीं, और मतलब कोई ऐसा solid brand नहीं कि you go to brand for screen guards. And we see there is no go-to brand for, let's say, cases also. That also I have had conversations with a lot of companies who have started, मतलब जिन्होंने start करा था cases वाली market से, because no one can do that marketing करोड़ों वाली but we can do that करोड़ों की marketing for free. So we have a huge leverage. I think that would be our next steps, and cases की market is definitely very big. Step by step, maybe these are the two things that we see, but इसके आगे भी step by step we would increase. So we would have to go there and then look forward. Yes, sir.
I think this would teach you D2C, like how to run an e-commerce website, how to handle logistics and customer service, and all of those different elements. But this would be D2C without that kind of customer acquisition cash burn, because you are because of your status as an influencer, you already have access to those eyeballs, so you don't need to do that kind of cash burn.
Yeah, we would have to do the cash burn also. To be able to, we would do the cash burn as well as leverage from the influencers. We are promoting them on my channel, and at the same time, we're also doing influencer marketing and performance marketing and all of that. So we are doing that parallelly. We are using all the leverage we can. So it's not like we won't be reinvesting the profits and all of that. We will do everything. And that is the only way a business can work currently. You have to use all the leverage that you have, and our leverage is content. We know how to create content. We know how to market and understand the market. So we would use all of it. So yes, we are starting, but we know the basics of the D2C market. We know content quite well, and we are trying to scale both of them at the same time. It is a long-term process, but people will see how it is working 2 to 3 years from now. And when they realize that this strategy is very powerful, then they will adopt it. And I believe we would be 3 or 4 steps ahead by then.
Amazing. Love your usage of the word scar tissue. It's a great way for a founder to think that I want that scar tissue. Yeah. What is the market for skins? What is the total addressable market? Or what kind of, will Layers be doing like a couple of 100 crores in turnover in a couple of years?
It's hard to predict, because if you see, because we are the ones creating the market. And we are the ones, because it's a new product. Most of the people don't even know what skins are. So we are essentially creating a new category, and we are promoting it to 40-50 million people a month and trying to create that.
But I think with the new products you plan to launch, like with cases and covers, and
100% we can do that. 100% we can do that. Because cases is a very, very big market. Screen guards, cases, everybody buys screen guards, everybody buys cases. So that is definitely a very big market, and big market for us because we already are an established tech brand. We already have the distribution. So we would be able to make profits where nobody else can make profits. So that is why, that is where we have a big leverage. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, it would be tough.
And you want to make everything in-house? Like when you start doing cases, screen guards, you want to make it all in-house, or this is only for skins that you're doing it in-house and you will explore?
Maybe not in-house. So we will see what the best calculations are, what logically makes sense for the business, and what logically makes sense for the consumers. If it is better for us, if the profit margins are better if we create the product ourselves, and if the quality is better if we create it ourselves, then we might do it ourselves. But we are okay outsourcing the product manufacturing, because we would keep the research and development with us 100%, but we would be okay working with other factories also. So that won't be a challenge for us.
And like Amazon, Flipkart, like these marketplaces would be also major distribution channels, right? Like right now you're starting with your own D2C website, but I'm sure you would want to be present across the ecosystem.
That would also be more like I think it all depends on what logically makes sense. If the consumers find it better to buy it from other website, we would be okay with that. But also like the profits and how everything works, but we would want it to be our website only, but we understand how the market works and how everything is. I think we would have to sell on Amazon and Flipkart and all these other vendors, but we want leverage. So if we are able to create a brand and Amazon comes to us, so that would be a bigger leverage that would give us edge to negotiate and all of that. So wherever we get better leverage, we would want that. Yeah. But like, I can't make like very solid claims when we are not even ready with the final product.
So Neil, let's come to you now. So what is your go-to-market strategy for Layers? What is the way in which you launched the brand? How did you get traction for it? And how are you converting your eyeballs into transactions?
So essentially what we felt is कि India में ना कोई भी content creator का product brand has not been successful. मतलब like at least एक physical product brand तो has not been successful. एक दो है जिन्होंने हल्का फुल्का चलाया, but like actual success, और we knew that.
Give me some examples. What have people tried? Without naming names, but what are the products that people have tried?
People have tried creating merchandise. They've tried creating t-shirts and hoodies and t-shirts and all. Some have tried creating bags and necklaces, and some have tried to do gift drops and all of that. But none of it has worked as no one has actually created like a brand. We realized कि थोड़ा सा tough होने वाला है, क्योंकि Indian market भी difficult है. Indian market में product बेच के brand बनाना बहुत difficult है. And I think Neil भी काफी definitely इस same space में चीजें ऐड करेगा. But what we did different was we realized कि वो हमारा leverage है. और जैसे मैं influencer marketing करते हुए देखता हूँ ना brands को, what they try to do is कि वो बस उस influencer से they just try to sell the product. वो सेल्स कराना चाहते हैं. तो आई थिंक एक इन्फ्लुएंसर की स्ट्रेंथ इज नॉट सेल्स. वो बेचना नहीं जानता इतना अच्छा. व्हाट ही नोज इज, ऑफ कोर्स हमने तो सीख लिया थोड़ा बहुत, बट एक इन्फ्लुएंसर की बेस्ट सबसे पावरफुल स्ट्रेंथ इज हिज कनेक्ट विद द ऑडियंस. तो हमने क्या करा कि हमने एक ब्रांड बनाया और एक विजन लिया कि हाँ भाई क्रिएटिविटी और हम इसको एम्पावर करना चाह रहे हैं, और ये हमने ब्रांड का एक विजन बनाया, और जो हमारा इमोशन था उसको हमने कनेक्ट कर दिया इस ब्रांड के साथ. तो इट्स लाइक अ ट्राइंगल बन गया कि हमारा ऑडियंस का दोनों का जो इमोशनल कनेक्शन है वो इस ब्रांड के विजन के साथ बन गया. एंड वी जस्ट केप्ट फ्यूलिंग दैट विजन, नॉट द प्रोडक्ट, बट हम वो ब्रांड का विजन फ्यूल करते रहे कि हम भी क्रिएटिव बनेंगे, आप भी क्रिएटिव बनो, एंड यू कैन एक्सप्लोर एंड एक्सप्रेस. और ये सारी चीजें हम जो पूरी स्टोरीज भी थी उस हिसाब से अलाइन करेगी. लाइक मैं बचपन से डिजाइनर बनना चाहता था, आई वांट टू बिकम अ क्रिएटिव. तो इट इज अ वेरी रिलेटेबल विजन जिसके अराउंड हमने उस ब्रांड को बिल्ड करा. तो एंड बिकॉज वो विजन इतना पावरफुल है कि हर बंदा रिलेट कर सकता है, तब उस विजन से हम इन्फ्लुएंसर को हटा भी देंगे, इट स्टिल होल्ड्स अ लॉट मोर वैल्यू, क्योंकि वो विजन में पावर है. तो लोग कनेक्टेड है उस विजन से, लोग मेरे से भी कनेक्टेड हैं, लोग उस विजन से भी कनेक्टेड. आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग जो हमने, सुनने में आसान लगता है, इज वेरी सिंपल कि विजन से कनेक्ट करना, बट एक्चुअली उसको एग्जीक्यूट करना थ्रू कंटेंट वाज लाइक अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्ट्रैटेजी. ऐसा कंटेंट बनाना जो विजन से भी अलाइन करे बट एट द सेम टाइम उस पर व्यूज भी आए. तो वो थोड़ा सा एक चैलेंज था कि हमको कंटेंट भी बनाना आता था, और हमने वो ब्रांडिंग और वो विजन कैसे डिफाइन करके कैसे एक प्रोडक्ट में वो डालना है, वो हमने काफी डिफरेंटली करा. और ऑफ कोर्स प्रोडक्ट प्लेसमेंट और इंटीग्रेशंस और डेडिकेटेड वीडियोस और सारी चीजें, वो सब कुछ करा. बट एसेंशियली इट वाज कि वो ट्राइंगल बनाना, प्रोडक्ट हमारा और उस ब्रांड का जिसमें हम विजन हम ब्रांड में डाल रहे हैं. यूजुअली इन्फ्लुएंसर्स के साथ क्या होता है कि इट्स लाइक अ स्ट्रेट लाइन कि इन्फ्लुएंसर बीच में प्रोडक्ट देन ऑडियंस. तो ऑडियंस इज लाइक disconnected with the influencer or the product. Influencer का vision disconnect हो. So I think that is what we did differently, and वो करना थोड़ा सा challenging भी होता है, किसी और ने करा नहीं है. तो that is what we did differently, and that is why our product based business worked in comparison to what बाकी जो creators कर रहे हैं उनसे. So that is
What do you sell monthly? Like how many pieces a month? Yeah, like
I don't know the last sales data. Like नील को ज़्यादा अच्छे से knowledge होगी इसके बारे में क्योंकि I am very much
Neil, maybe you could share. Yeah.
And this is without the paid push which we have planned for the month of November. This was purely organic based on the content we have generated so far. So next month will be interesting in terms of, since we'll be pushing it via other mediums like influencer and performance as well.
Ismail Shlok, what is like you said, the challenge of creating a video which is viral and also is promoting the product? Give me some examples of how you did that.
So we never, जैसे for example, I'll give you an example कि जैसे हमको product promote करना था, तो rather than promoting the product, we just shared the vision, क्योंकि हमको लगा vision में ज़्यादा power है कि तो rather than creating a video कि let's say layers launch हो गया, you can get 50% off, do this in the comment section. We didn't do that. What we did is we created a documentary. We created pieces like we have bought a 30 lakh rupees machine. तो उसमें ऐसा था कि लोग अब 30 लाख रुपए की मशीन क्यों खरीदी है. इट्स लाइक अ वेरी वायरल टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट. 11 मिलियन व्यूज समथिंग लाइक दैट उसके ऊपर. तो वी ट्राई टू वो डॉक्यूमेंट्री प्रोसेस हमने अलग अलग वीडियोस के थ्रू क्रिएट करी. तो दैट्स व्हाट वी डिड कि हाँ वैसे हमने कोशिश करी, बट थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग होता है. बट हाँ आई थिंक देयर इज नो फॉर्मूला फॉर इट. उसका ऐसा नहीं कि कोई एक फॉर्मूला मैं बता पाऊँ. इट इज ऑल वेरी in context to who the influencer is. But essentially what works is a good story that aligns with the vision and around content जो काम करता है. Like viral content होता है. Viral content इसको एक कॉल पे डिफाइन करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, बट लाइक जो कंटेंट काम करता है इट इज वेरी वैल्यू सेंटर कंटेंट. जो वैल्यू ऑडियंस को हम दे रहे हैं उसमें ज्यादा ब्रांड जो कंटेंट बनाते हैं इट्स वेरी सेल्स वाला कंटेंट कि लाइक ये जाओ प्रोडक्ट खरीद लो, इट हैज दिस फीचर, ये है वो है. Nobody talks about the vision. That's what I feel.
So do you live your life in front of the camera? Like are you constantly capturing what's happening in your life? क्योंकि कभी आगे जाकर उसकी डॉक्यूमेंट्री बन सकती है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल.
100%. I would feel ashamed अगर वो डॉक्यूमेंट्री नहीं अच्छी होती तो, क्योंकि like I wanted to be a blockbuster. Like we want to do things which will disrupt whatever industry we go in, and उसके बाद में documentary बनाएंगे, and that would also be disruptive. That's the whole plan. But yeah, we are documenting everything, not just because we want to create a good documentary, but because it inspires people. जब हम वो content बाहर निकालते हैं, तो it inspires people to, उनको दिखता है कि कैसे एक brand create होता है, कैसे काफी सारी चीजें होती है, and वो उनको विश्वास होता है कि हम भी कर सकते हैं. हाँ, ये कॉलेज से निकल के लड़के ने कर लिया तो हम भी एक ब्रांड बना सकते हैं. तो एंड दे नो कि कैसे कैसे दिक्कतें आती हैं. एंड सबसे पावरफुल चीज होती है कि लाइक वो फेलियर से डील करना लोग सीख जाते हैं व्हेन दे सी कि हाँ भाई ये बंदा इतना फेल करा. तो दैट इज आई थिंक वो काफी तगड़ा होता है.
So that the fact कि जो आपको लगा 6 महीने में हो जाएगा वो 3 साल लगे, that actually gave you good content, right? Like because every time something went wrong, that was content.
Yes, every time something went wrong, it's like a good story.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. So do you plan your videos in advance, or do you just keep recording it, then an idea strikes you कि हाँ ये अच्छा वीडियो बनेगा? Like what's your process of making videos?
Yeah, it goes something like that. We just keep recording everything and we try to make something out of it. मतलब अभी तक तो it was a documentary process, अभी तक तो ऐसी था, but when it comes to actually like promotional content तो हम differently करते हैं कि like अब जैसे layers को promote करना, we would have ideas कि like एक 12 फुट का आईफोन ले लिया, मतलब हमने क्रिएट करा भाई, हम लाइक 12 फुट का आईफोन 70 इंच का हमने एक्चुअल फिजिकली क्रिएट करा, उसको हम डिजाइन करेंगे, सारी चीजें करेंगे, एंड देन वी वुड लाइक उसके ऊपर लेयर्स की स्किन चढ़ाएंगे. इट्स लाइक गुड कंटेंट. 12 फुट का आईफोन कस्टमाइज कर दे ये वो. तो वी क्रिएट कंटेंट. तो ये इस टाइप के आइडियाज आते रहते हैं, इस टाइप के आइडियाज फॉर प्रमोशनल कंटेंट आते रहते हैं. बट जो डॉक्यूमेंट्री वाला पार्ट है ऑफ कोर्स लाइक वी कांट वो यू कांट like scripted. So like it has to happen organically. So that is very organic.
And what about the regular tech burner content, which is like the reviews and all those, like planned in advance and all that? How does that content get created? Like what's the process?
The process is कि we start scripting, we start testing and all that. And whenever जब date आती है तो हम post करते हैं. But like we try to plan it in advance. But कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि आज सुबह फोन आया and आज ही launch है. तो we have to test it, सारी चीजें आज ही करनी है. तो all of that. तो it's like a mix between pre-planned and कि हाँ जो like अभी आया तो अब करने पड़ेगा इसमें. So it goes that, but we try to pre-plan.
But in terms of deciding what kind of videos you want to do, you look at like say Google Trends, के what are people searching for, and use that data to decide कि अच्छा इस चीज पे video बनाते हैं, a lot of people are searching on it, or is it more based on your gut feel and empathy?
It is, again, it comes down to is a person, and usually a person is very very simple. इतना हम complex बनाते हैं उनको, but like बहुत ही basic emotions होते हैं. And India works on social dynamics. If you look at content and if you look at what works in India, it is very simple. If you open up television, वहाँ पे जो consumers हैं, they want सास बहू का झगड़ा, या फिर एक social dynamic, या फिर पति से लड़ाई हो गई, या फिर लैपटॉप धो दिया, या फिर ऐसा टाइप कुछ जो बहुत इमोशनल कंस्ट्रक्ट के बीच में कंटेंट होता है. इट इज वेरी सोशली ड्रिवन. और इफ यू लुक एट यूट्यूब वाला कंटेंट, यूट्यूब पे ज्यादातर यंग ऑडियंस है, तो व्हाट वर्क्स विद यंग ऑडियंस है ये सोशल डायनामिक. अब यंग ऑडियंस में कौन सा सोशल डायनामिक है? तो इट्स लाइक स्कूल, कॉलेज एंड रोमांस, कॉलेज रोमांस, या फिर पढ़ाई, मम्मी ने मारा, मास्टरी ने पिटाई करी, ऑल ऑफ दैट. दीज आर लाइक द टॉप ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक्स. अब टेक में वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये जो सोशल डायनेमिक्स है इनमें यूज कैसे होगी टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड उसमें बस हम टेक्नोलॉजी को पुट कर देते हैं एंड वी क्रिएट कॉन्टेंट. सो दैट इज इट इज जस्ट अबाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑडियंस. और हर टेक प्रोडक्ट अलग होता है, तो अलग तरीके से पुट इन होते हैं सोशल डायनेमिक्स में, और उसी के अराउंड हम कॉन्टेंट बनाते हैं. इट्स वेरी लाइक हाँ थोड़ा सा साइंटिफिक है, बट एट द सेम टाइम थोड़ा सा इंस्टिंक्टिव भी है. बट हाँ, दैट इज हाउ यूजुअली इट इज.
So tell me something. आजकल YouTube Shorts को बहुत promote कर रहा है, and Instagram has Reels. And do these formats also have as much earning opportunity? Is there direct तो होगा नहीं ना? Because like in YouTube.
Sorry मैंने आपको कट कर दिया, बट लाइक हाँ, I was very excited to answer this क्योंकि all I'm saying is हमको 200 मिलियन व्यूअर्स की रीच आ रही है when it comes to short form content. हमने पूरे ब्रांड का प्रमोशन लेयर्स का short form content से करा अच्छा खासा. We just created I think 1 or 2 videos, major videos. All I'm saying is, and it can be used to sell. तो अभी अगर कोई नहीं कर रहा है, अभी अगर नहीं आ रहा पैसा, we are lucky अभी हम इसको disrupt कर रहे हैं स्पेस को, क्योंकि we are able to sell here at very affordable cost. So I am hugely in favor of shorts and all of that. So to sell, to have an audience for everything. So yeah, I think it is very powerful. It's like जैसे क्रिकेट में था कि जब वनडे चल रहा था तब लोग T20 जब आया था तब बोल रहे थे कि हाँ भाई T20 कौन है, तो क्रिकेट का स्पिरिट खत्म कर देगा, ये तो ये दिक्कत है वो. बट अब हर बंदा T20 देखता है. तो आई सीन द सेम वे फॉर शॉर्ट फॉर्म कंटेंट. ऑफ कोर्स वनडे रहेगा, लॉन्ग फॉर्म वीडियोस रहेंगी, बट शॉर्ट फॉर्म लोगों को दे वैल्यू दैट टाइम, तो शॉर्ट फॉर्म तो रहेगा 100%.
Short form right now is like a way to build your audience. It's not a way to monetize, right? मतलब आप short form के through you'll get more views, some of those will subscribe, and I don't think अभी short form content में इतना monetization होता है.
There's a lot of branded content in short form पे जा सकता है, and where there is people, where there is distribution, there is money. So where there is people, अभी नहीं है तो कभी ना कभी तो आएगा ही. तो जब ब्रांड को दिखेगा यहाँ से बिक्री हो रही है, तो ब्रांड तो आएंगे ही दौड़. तो like I don't see, it's like we're just early ऐसा type.
Like early days of YouTube, basically. Okay, got it. What's your advice to people who want to be founders and who want to build their own startups?
I would say it's like Elon Musk ने एक line बोली थी कि like starting a company is like chewing glass and staring into the abyss. I am not a motivational speaker, and I genuinely believe कि if you're starting a company, you should know the truth. And the truth is, almost 95% of companies that are started fail. And it is hard, but it is the most fulfilling thing you can do. It will change you as a person, not the successes, but also the failures. And if you if you're starting, if you're doing it for something that impacts not just you, but if you're doing it for the people, it might work. But it's like going into the jungle and trying to figure out the way, and you don't have anything. So like it's definitely tough. It's definitely scary. A lot of emotional moments, and a lot of founders won't talk about it. A lot of founders, they go into depression a lot of founders become very lonely. They put all of their lives into something and it doesn't work. But if it works, it makes you so powerful. And it's something that I think everybody should do. Everybody should go into the jungle. Everybody should figure out things. And if even a small majority of people can, then it would change the whole country.
And that brings us to the end of this conversation. I want to ask you for a favor now. Did you like listening to this show? I'd love to hear your feedback about it. Do you have your own startup ideas? I'd love to hear them. Do you have questions for any of the guests that you heard about in this show? I'd love to get your questions and pass them on to the guests. Write to me at ad@thepodium.in. That's ad@thepodium.in.